All right, real quick, I wanted to run through how to inspect and clean out a LC unit for the Tango Ace Tango ST or older generation Tango espresso machines with the automated milk frothers. This is one of the LC units. This is where probably 90 to 95% of your problems are going to come from with your milk either not foaming or pulling and dispensing into the cup. So if you're having trouble with these, the first thing you're going to want to check is the end of the hose here that goes into the milk jug. Make sure that this plastic piece is here and it hasn't fallen out into the milk jug or been lost. If that's missing, you're not going to get very good suction. Outside of that, most of it's going to be in here. So these should be soaked in rinse and milk cleaner and cleaned daily. Hopefully you have more than one of these, so one can be soaking in cleaner while the other one is in use. To take this apart, we come to all the pieces after this has been soaking and already disassembled in your cleaner. We're going to have this piece here. We're going to take the hose off, and then this comes apart into a lot of pieces, and this is really where you're going to find the bulk of your trouble. You've got a bunch of O-rings. If any of these O-rings are split, missing, rolled over, not sitting right, you can get air leaks. Air leaks are going to be a big problem. That and just dried on milk like this right here that's been baked on inside can give you clogs. So to take this guy apart, it's kind of like a Russian doll. We'll take this bottom piece off, and it's hollow. And then you hear this piece comes off. And a lot of the times this will come off kind of together like this, and you have to make sure everything comes apart because we got a lot of pieces here. So here's this piece here. We've got this one that fits inside it. And here is really the problem area. A lot of folks don't realize that this piece also comes out, and this is probably the most important one to get out. So make sure this guy comes out. And then we're looking at just the nozzle here. Now, if you're having trouble, it's probably going to be right down in here. You should be able to look in here and see it perfectly cleaned out. We can see in this one, because I grabbed an old beat up junky one to show you, that there is a little bit of milk in there. So there should have been a little brush or a pipe cleaner that came with these. Hopefully you still have it. I don't have mine, so I'm just going to show you with a zip tie here what you need to make sure you can do. And that is get your brush in here and clean out, right? And make sure that you see that brush coming through and you have a very open, right, passageway for the milk to come. More often than not, right in here is where I find just cottage cheese and baked milk and grossness that's, stopping everything from doing what it should. So make sure that's clear, and then give your O-rings a check, right? We should have 1, 2, 3 O-rings just on this piece, 2 here, and 1 there. So you've got 6 total O-rings that you're going to want to look at. Make sure that they're not cracked. Make sure that everything's looking good. They're not rolled over, that there's not a bunch of dried stuff in there that might be affecting the seal. But after this has all been cleaned up, scrubbed down, taken apart, we'll just reassemble it, which is back the way it came. So you go here. These 2 pieces are easier to put together like that. Press on there. Back together here. And then when you're reattaching the hose, you can see there's a little ridge right here, right? And that's where the hose is going to go to. Just take it up so it butts up against the ridge. Don't force it over like that. That can cause problems. That can cause leaks. It's not meant to be pushed all the way over like that. So right up to that ridge is where it should be. And with our tip. And that should be fully gone through and cleaned and doable. If you're still not sure if it's the machine or if it's that, well, it's probably this. But the easy way to check, go over to your machine and just run a test milk drink with this completely removed. And on the interface where this plugs into, when it gets to the milk portion, it should blast out a whole bunch of steam. And if that happens, if the machine blasts out a whole bunch of steam, it's not the machine, because that's all that it does. Everything that goes into making your milk froth in this unit happens external to the machine. in here. So as long as this is receiving steam, you can focus on this piece here and not worry about it being a larger problem with the espresso machine.